A couple days ago was June 11th, and there are some random coincidences on that day. Basically, I went to get dropped off at a client's house. I got a ride from someone else, and I paid them $10 for the ride. They pretty much brought me and all my massage supplies to a client's house to give a massage. And it's because that morning I dropped my car off at Christian Brothers Automotive, which was founded in 1982. Same year I was born, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I went to go get fixed, and I dropped it off at 8 a.m. Didn't pick it up till like 5:30 p.m. again, just like I did last week. Last week I dropped it off around 8 a.m. Didn't pick it up till 5:30 as well. All they were able to do is diagnose it. So at least today they were able to fix it. But basically, so after the massage, the client drove me back home to, drove me back to Christian Brothers Auto to get all my stuff. But during the massage, she was telling me how Brian Wilson and Sly Stone, two musicians, died at the age of 82, the same year I was born. And again, Christian Brothers Automotive was founded in 82, so found that to be a pretty strange coincidence. And as you know too, about 2.5 months ago, my dad died at the age of 81, so and then also June 11th, that's like 4 days after my hire date at Massage Envy, because I was hired there June 7th of '07. So it would have been my 18-year anniversary there, but I've currently been at Elements, since then, or at least almost last 2.5 years, which I like a lot better. But anyways, those are pretty strange coincidences. And what's cool is too, my client is going to be gone for probably 2 months, maybe 2.5 months. But when I was at Christian Brothers Auto, I had a lot of my massage supplies, pretty much just my massage table. All the other stuff was inside. And then a lady was asking me what's in the bag. And I told her, oh, it's my massage table. I just got dropped off to pick my car up. I go to people's homes to massage. And she's like, oh, that's cool. And we talked a bit. Her husband came out and we talked as well. We exchanged numbers, and she'll probably text me if she ever wants a massage. And they both currently moved here like a year ago from Montana, and they both enjoy it so far. So that was cool. But yeah, they live in Ahwatukee, and I was mentioning why my car was there and all the issues I've been dealing with to get emissions fixed just so I can renew my tags. And he pretty much showed me his license plate. He's like, look, there's no tags. I'm here from Montana, and over there you don't have to, have renewed tags. It's not a requirement. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. At least he said places in Montana you don't. But anyways, yeah, so they may or may not be a massage client, but it would be cool if they were, because how it all played out, like one client leaves for a while, and then I might pick up another one or two as well. But either way, I'm pretty busy as is, with my regular massage job. So and then also doing other massages as well. So, but again, it's just cool how it all played out that way. But anyways, the total on my car to finally get it fixed, it was around $228, not counting the $900 reimbursement from the VVRP program. And that's how I knew about this Christian Brothers Auto place, was through the website on the DMV. It gave me a list of auto shops that were qualified for that program. I just picked Christian Brothers Auto because it was the closest one to me. I booked the appointment before I even looked at the reviews, and when I looked at the reviews, that confirmed even more that I wanted to keep my appointment, because they definitely have good reviews. Maybe that's why it takes so long for them to fix my car, because they're so backed up with cars, because their service is good. But nonetheless, I'll give them a good review and shout out, for helping me out. And what's nice about them is they have a 36,000 mile or a 3-year warranty, whatever comes last. So if my check engine light ever comes on for whatever reason or something doesn't work, I can take it back and they'll fix it free of charge. So I thought that's a really cool program that they have. So I'll definitely go back there and have them do more auto work. But I'll still use my auto guy as well if he ever is available to do that. The guy who does mobile mechanic stuff. But anyways, and then also today at work was Angie's last day, the AGM at my work. So her, Senya, and and Sarah, they all recently left. Well, Angie left today. Senya and Sarah, they left like a couple days ago or so. And then Dwayne, the manager, he left like a month and a half ago. So all these people are leaving, and nonetheless, I'm looking forward to working with the new people they hire. But basically, Angie, the AGM, I'm happy for her. She got a job at European Wax as the general manager. What's interesting about that is my last manager at Massage Envy, shortly after I left, about 6-7 months later, she got a job. It might have been closer to 8 or 9 months later. She also got a position at European Wax as the manager. So she left Massage Envy to go work at European Wax, and now my AGM gets promoted to manager at European Wax. So how cool is that? But yeah, I think Angie will do well. She will be missed, as will everybody else. And it's just been a culture shift or a culture change at work. So something we got to get used to. But yeah, looking forward to it. But yeah, also too, in relation to that one couple that met me outside of work, or I'm sorry, outside the auto shop. So I'm a little bit tired. I'm just trying to recollect all the coincidences and things that happened a couple days ago and today. But basically, yeah, so a couple days ago after I left Christian Brothers Auto, I was driving behind another car from Montana. This was after I think I left. Actually, yeah, this was leaving before I went to Sprouts afterwards. And it's cool because that couple, they're from Montana. So again, pretty ironic how I run into two cars that were both from Montana. But yeah, I think that's about it for now. So yeah, those are just the random coincidences. And then in regards to Jeremie Sowerby, some of the things I forgot to mention. And again, it's not like I dwell on that all the time. Just because I put videos out on him doesn't mean that's all I'm thinking about. But basically, in relation to the last video, part 9, I forgot to mention how the reason it's taking a long time for them to set up his trials is because they have to gather up testimonials, emails, bank records, things like that. Make sure everyone's on the same page going into the trial. Whatever evidence is concrete between the defendant and plaintiff, that needs to come to agreement. No ifs, ands, or buts. There's other stuff that can be dealt with, but just certain things that plaintiff and defendant, from my understanding, have to be on the same page. So I don't think it related anything to like having a changed jury or whatever. But again, as more complexities come into the equation, maybe some jurymen or women leave and they have to be replaced. Not everyone can keep going to these trials, especially if they keep getting postponed. So it's a lot of complexities, but it will get resolved. And periodically, I just go to ChatGPT or Google and I just try to find info on any updates. So I was just sharing updates based on, what I find. So, yeah, gives me something to think about. But anyways, I guess I will leave it at that for now. All right, have a good night.